Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and those in between. My name is Chris Herren, and I am the keeper of Faust. Welcome back on this Friday night. I hope everyone's Friday is off to a good start and your weekend continues. Tonight, we have a very special guest, and I can't wait to introduce him. He is waiting patiently in the green room as we speak. And, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for popping in and enjoying this momentary distraction of simple amusement and magic. Now, before we begin, I have a special guest that would like to join in today. And he comes from another podcast called The Buddycast. Please welcome Nick Sorensen.
Hey,
Nick, how are you?
Doing great. How about yourself? Doing great.
Good. You know what, Nick? Thank you for dropping in. Everyone, this is Nick Sorensen from Buddycast Podcast. He is my co-host for Magic Meets Comedy, and we hope to resume that show once again, right, Nick? And,
absolutely.
Nick, I'm going to bring on, just to go out of format here of the show, I'm going to bring on Edward, because I told him that you would come on to say hi. So if you don't mind, I'm going to bring Edward on. And,
I thought Ed was already going to be on, man. Where is he?
There he is.
There he is, the man,
Hey,
the man himself.
Hey, good to see you, buddy.
Good to you. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. And yourself?
Great. I'm still thankful that you sent my girlfriend that card. It made her day. Her smile said it all.
Well, I appreciate the picture you sent of me to me of her enjoying that. That made it all worthwhile to see her smile that way.
Yes, most definitely. I'm glad to see Chris got you on his show too.
Yeah,
man, glad to be here.
I finally convinced him and had to pay him a little bit of money to come on. Everyone out there watching, this is Ed Underwood. He's our featured guest. We had a surprise guest with Nick Sorensen from Buddycast Podcast, but Nick is just dropping in to say hi to our good friend Edward here. So,
yes.
Nick, is there anything you want to say to the audience out there watching in tonight on this Friday?
Enjoy Chris's show. Chris is one in a million. Like he said, he's my partner in magic and comedy. I couldn't do the show without him. He's phenomenal. He's my magic consultant for Buddycast. Any magician that goes to this show, I immediately point to him and go, what do you know about this guy? What can you tell me? Anything. And he is on the job, on the spot, knows everything. So enjoy the show. I'm glad to see you doing this, Chris. By all means, Ed, good luck tonight.
Thank you,
see you, buddy.
Good to see you too.
We'll see you again, Nick. Thank you so much for dropping by. And
yes, my pleasure.
Edward, we'll see you again soon in just a moment. Thank you, guys. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was Nick Sorensen of Buddycast Podcast, and you briefly met Ed Underwood, who will be our featured guest tonight. So stay for a while, and he will come right back. But before we go on to our featured guest, I would like to introduce this piece of music that was contributed by two new friends that I met at a virtual vaudeville show called Nugent Follies. Adam Leslie and Drew Nugent were kind enough to contribute this musical video for me to share with you. They play a 1920s style music, and I do say it is a delight to listen to. So please enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, the music of Drew Nugent of the Nugent Follies.
Hello Central, give me Dr. Jazz. He's got what I need, I'll say he has. When the world goes wrong and I've got those blues, here's the fella that makes me wear out all my dancing shoes. The more I get, the more I want it seems. I'll paint your Dr. Jazz in my dreams. But I'm troubled, bound, and mixed. Here's the guy that's got my fix. Hello, Central, give me Dr. Jazz. not one it seems. I'll paint your Dr. Jazz in my dreams. When I'm troubled, belt and mixed, here's the guy that's got my fix. Hello Central will give me Dr. Jazz, you know the number. Hello Central will give me Dr. Jazz.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Drew Nugent of the Nugent Follies, and thank you to Adam Leslie for contributing that music to the show. I really enjoyed their music, and if you enjoyed it too, please follow them at Nugent Follies on Facebook, and they hold weekly virtual vaudeville shows. And now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our featured guest of the night. He is an author, a musician, a juggler, and a magician. Please welcome my dear friend, Edward Underwood. Welcome, Edward, to the 15-minute pop-up show. Thank you for coming.
Hey, man, excited to be here. Always good to be around Faust and all the fun things that happen wherever he goes. And I love the piano guy with the trumpet. I want to challenge him to step up the tuba next time. That was awesome.
You know what? I actually think he does play tuba, but
of course.
Well, thank you for coming to the show, Edward. I mean, I invited you on here because your magic is visual. And I know you have some pieces to share with us. The stage is yours, my friend.
Well, thank you, Chris. Yeah, listen, we're going to do something special for you here. And this is based on a routine that I did years and years ago and kind of rediscovered here during my downtime. And actually, I work with two great people who are wonderful magicians and musicians. I get to work with Kenton Nepper, one of the best-known mentalists. He's in our group, Sonic Cinema Experience, and plays great piano and all kinds of creative musical things. And my lovely wife. Yes, she is a fantastic singer-songwriter and plays synthesizers. And when I was putting this act together for this go-around, kind of updating it, I said, man, I just really wish I had the perfect piece of music for this, And so, as she usually does for me, she went behind her keyboard over here and she created it for me. And she was going to be here tonight and play it live right back there for you. But she's had some surgery doctor things today and is not feeling quite up to it. So we're just going to play the recording of this piece she made for me. And the song title is what I gave the act as a title. This is called Hypnotica, and it starts like this. Here we go. This is pretty cool, isn't it? It's subtle, but it's gonna grow on you. Hey, Chris. So how's everybody out there? How's it going? Good to see you here. This is what we call a technical snafu. And we train for just these moments. And that's exactly what's happening now. A team of professionals is rushing to the aid of this slight technical malfunction. And so as soon as I can hear that music, we will be good, okay? Because that's the issue. Let me see if I can aid this. Well, Interesting. I guess so.
Thank you very much, Edward. I think the technical problem was on my end. I apologize for that. But
That's okay.
That's live stream for you. But you did a wonderful job juggling. That's why I brought you on here, because of the visual nature of your juggling act. So thank you for that. Now I know
You're very welcome.
I know you have another piece to share. Do you mind if I bring on Nick on here too to experience this with us?
Yeah, by all means, bring Nick. Yeah.
All right. Nick, you there? I think you're on mute.
There he is.
There you go.
Hey, man.
Earlier, so I had to put myself on mute. Otherwise, I would have scared Ed during the juggling.
Look, you were here in the nick of time. It's just fine. So you're good. So did you like that? That was. I don't know if I found the groove there or not, but it was kind of, just had to kind of feel your way through that. So yeah.
Way to work through it. Way to work through it.
Yeah.
What?
Way to work through it.
Oh, well, thank you. So how everybody's been pretty good. These are kind of tough times. So the last thing I wanted to show you guys tonight is just sort of oh, sorry, I should have taken care of this earlier. Sorry. That's important. I should have done that earlier, but at least it doesn't have music. So gonna put that down there. These days, everybody is trying to stay on the ball, but it's hard. Yeah, it is. It's hard to stay on the ball. They would like to at least take a shot at it. And I think these days a lot of people are taking a lot of shots, but they'd like to be back in their comfortable world, surrounded by all the things they know, just a little bit of them out there and exposed to all the things we have to cope with right now. So we'd like to be back in our comfortable little place. However, that's very difficult right now. It is, because there are other forces at work here, things that could keep us apart, right? So what I'm going to do is show you what can make the difference. Sometimes you can't be where you want to be because you're stuck where you are. There's impossible things keeping you from those goals. Now watch very closely. I'm going to cover that up. I'm going to get really close because you can see the shot glass. You can see inside the glass. You can see the ball against the ceiling of the glass and my hand over it. Now, you know, these days it may be more important than ever to show some kindness and generosity and help to our fellow man. It's important to exhibit that part of our humanity, even if we don't see it in our politics, okay? Because that kind of help and generosity right now might be just the thing to help somebody you know get through a nearly impossible situation.
Bravo. Bravo, Edward.
And so, thank you. To do that, it requires a great deal of patience and perseverance. And so, here's to perseverance.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bravo, Edward. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you, guys.
Well said, and I just love the sort of poetic premise that you put behind your magic, and that's why I enjoy it so much. Now, Edward, if the people out there watching, there's quite a few people commenting and watching at this moment. Where can they find you? I know I have some websites for you. Do you want to go over some of those?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'm delighted to be part of a group called the Sonic Cinema Experience. And that's myself, my wife, Karen, Kenton Nepper. And behind the scenes, we have some great, very, very talented people helping us do what we do in an amazing way. We have our video segment producer, Ralph Forbes, and our supervising audio producer and himself a character that I can't even begin to describe. Trent Wrench is part of our team too. And we're very grateful to those folks to help us do what we do. But you can find out all about the group and read our bios and see lots of music videos and things that we're doing with Sonic Cinema at that website you see right there, Sonic Cinema Experience. There's also a Sonic Cinema Experience Facebook page and Instagram and Twitter and all of that stuff. So if you look up the Sonic Cinema Experience, you will find us.
And Edward, you mentioned that you guys will be doing a show in October. It's actually a Halloween show. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So for those who don't know or want to go back and review some of the earlier shows or look at the website, what we do, we are three musicians who are magicians who play live music to silent movie clips about magic. Because magicians have left a huge imprint on all of cinema. And most people do not know that. And that's kind of the history educational part of our show. But in looking at some of these early films, many of which were put together by people who think like magicians because that was their background, we've decided to have the night before Halloween on the internet here, the Sonic Cinema Experience's Horrorween, the Night of the Scary Shorts. There it is. Yeah.
So that's the title. And you mentioned that you could find more information on that on Sonic Cinema Experience. And will you have tickets available through that site, Edward?
Yeah, we certainly will. We're making some last minute decisions about how we're going to platform that. It will be an internet thing, obviously. And we'll have tickets. All of that stuff will go up on the website and up on the social media pages and all that stuff as soon as we make all those decisions, and it'll be very soon. But I promise you this, you have never seen or heard anything like this. This is going to be a wild night for your pre-Halloween Eve enjoyments. And man, we're having a lot of fun putting this together, but some of those movies are crazy. And we've got the music to match it.
Maybe perhaps me and Nick will come along and watch it, and
yes.
I think it'll be a blast.
Hey, Chris,
I think that'd be great. I think what I should do is find one of the weirdest silent movie horror clips I can find, and then have Nick explain it to the audience. I think that'd be great.
Yes.
Yes. So you see in this clip over here, it seems like a man is running away from another man. But why would you run into the woods in a horror movie? Like quiet places, you know? But Ed,
did you have a question?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
I believe that, you know, I saw some juggling earlier. I believe that you offer a juggling course. Is that correct?
It is true. Yeah. During the pandemic here, I put together an 8-video series called How to Metaphorically Multitask. And it really just teaches you to do the basic juggles, the shower pattern, the cascade pattern. Because over the years, having taught a lot of workshops and seminars and YMCA camps and senior citizens' homes and all that kind of stuff, I cut out a lot of the prep that many people who teach juggling do. There's a lot of exercises they want you to go through before you get down to that juggle. And so I'm trying to get you there as fast as possible to peak and keep your interest so you will grow as a juggler. And that is available through my Facebook page, which is Edward Underwood. And you just scroll through my timeline, you'll find it. I'll probably do a different post on it again tomorrow or something. But yeah, you can get that from me. Basically, it's a PayPal button. And when you pay, we have it on sale now. Then I'll send you and transfer to you 8 videos in that series.
Oh, wow. Excellent. Well, Edward, thank you so much. I wish I could have you longer on this show, as well as Nick for dropping by. Now, I always ask our featured guest, any concluding thoughts that you want to say to the people out there watching you tonight?
I do. This year is very special in so many ways, but it's going to be real special at the end of the year here, simply because we already know, no matter what happens, that Halloween won't be as scary as November 3rd. So this is a real important time for you to let everyone around you know that they matter, that they are loved, and that united we stand, divided we fall.
Well said, Edward. Well said. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so grateful to have Edward Underwood here tonight. Thank you for joining us. Nick, thank you for dropping in and putting a cameo and visiting our friend Edward here. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Herren. This is Ed Underwood. And this is Nick Sorensen of BuddyCast Podcast. We will see you again on the next show. Good night, everyone.